Hey guys, Lancelot Archer here, welcome back to the channel and to Destiny. So today's Friday, so we all know what that means. Zer is back in the tower today. He is opposite the Vanguards today. So he's opposite SAVALA, Cade and IKORA. So I had to do a couple of reloads into the tower earlier, but he didn't actually show up. Oh, there he is. Right. Let's see what he's got for us. Alright, so we start off with the usual Legacy Engram. This one is a heavy weapon at the overly priced 31 strange coins. Next we have the Twilight Garrison for the Titans. So for those of you who may know, this is the exotic chest piece for Titans that allows them to use airborne while in the air to evade. So essentially gives them an extra boost forward. So you probably would have seen a lot of people using this in the Crucible recently, or since it first came out. So it's a good chest piece if you like to close in on your opponents fast. So this was used a lot by the Warrior Titans back in the day when it was nothing but them with the Twilight Garrison and shotguns on. So this is still a good weapon. It gives you an additional, well not additional, it allows you to also carry more special ammo or more heavy ammo depending on the setting you give it. So this is rolling at an intellect discipline roll. This is a max of 85 on intellect and max of 81 on discipline. So this is a 95% roll. So yeah, that's a good chest piece. If you haven't got it, pick it up. Right, next we have the Don't Touch Me, which is a Hunter Gauntlet. This is an intellect strength roll. This is maxing out at 53 on intellect and 52 on strength. So this gives you the perk of taking damage from a melee attack, makes you briefly invisible. So this was a arm back when Crota came out, and I remember it because we used this heavily to do the pit. Say the pit, the very beginning of the raid, when you have to go through, traverse through the darkness and get to the last bridge to activate it. So what we used to do is we used to have our hunters run with it. So every time they got hit, went invisible, they just bolted off to the next lamp. In year 3, this is essentially a useless exotic. There is no need for anyone to really use this anymore or even equip it. As sad as that is, there are a few exotics right now where they have kind of fallen to the wayside just because their functionality has essentially been taken away. And there are other things much better to use in situations such as that. So this is essentially a wasted exotic now. I mean, grab it, even got it just to complete your collection if you wish to, but there's real no need to people use it anymore. It's unfortunate as it is, and that's the way things are at the moment. Alright, so that's the Hunter one. Okay, so next we have the Warlock VOIDFANG Vestments. This is an intellect discipline roll, maxing at 84 for the intellect and max of 79 for discipline. So this exotic perk is Spawn of Grenade Full, Axiom Bolts gain additional Seeker. So for those of you who know, when a Warlock has Axiom Bolt and he dies, this chest piece allows them to get them back for free, and they can technically throw off 2. But obviously you'll get 1 back on the respawn, not 2 back on the respawn. And this can actually go further depending on how you set up your Warlock. So you can actually have it set that your Axiom Bolt can actually chase you further around the map and so forth if it locks onto you. Alright, so that's that for the Warlock one. This is actually rolling at a 93% one. I think I said that the Twilight Garrison was a 95% roll. Unfortunately, this is an 87% roll. This is a very poor roll on the arms in terms of how high you'll get percentile for your tier 12. But yeah, so those are the exotic armors today. And the weapon of the week is the MIDA. This is the Scout Rifle, which we've had all the way back from year 1. So for those of you who know what this is, this obviously gives you a radar that stays active when looking down the scope. This also lets you move faster as well, if I remember correctly. So it's got the 2 ornaments on it. So you've got Special Ops for the black one, and then there's the Arctic Survivalist, which is the all white one. Both are really good, so pick and choose as you wish. Yeah, so there's it. This weapon boosts move speed and fires on a hair trigger. So you essentially, if you double this up with say for like, what I've got running right now, my Transverse Steps, or even the Hunter's Burns of AO, or the Frost AEs, you will move very quickly, so they will help. But yeah, MIDA, if you haven't got it, a good Scout Rifle. I feel like it's lacking the killing power it used to have. I personally believe that. Don't take my word on saying it's the word of the land, but I find that before MIDA used to be able to kill fairly quickly. Now I feel like it's been nerfed in a weird way, that it takes longer to kill. Maybe it's just me how I use this gun, but like when I use Scout Rifles, I always feel like MIDA's lacking something, but that's my personal opinion. Right, next to weapon bundles, we have the ZHALO SUPERCELL, the Shock Hazard. This was on sale not that long ago, so pick it up. ZHALO is still a good AR. Obviously, it's an elemental damage one. This is an arc weapon, so at the beginning of... Oh, God, when did this come out? Yeah, was it when the April update came for the House of Wolves, or was it after that? Anyway, when this gun dropped, it was essentially the only primary weapon. Granted, it was an exotic that had elemental damage, because I think at that point we'd essentially lost all elemental damage on primary weapons, just because they were like, nah, it's too powerful for you to have primary weapons with elemental damage. But this was the only one at the time when it came out that had it, so it was a good gun to use. It's a low fire rate, not low fire, high fire rate, low impact, but with the amount of bullets you carry and how quickly you can kill, it's a good gun. And next along we have the Monte CARLO with the Royal Flush. This has been around since year one. It's a great AR if you can use it well. Essentially, it's the same type of archetype as the ZHALO. Essentially, high fire rate, small impact damage, but with the amount of ammo you hold, you can shred people armor and life down fairly quickly. So both are fairly good guns. So definitely pick these up if you haven't got them, especially with these ornaments. Right, next we have the cuirasses. All right, so we have the usual drives, your heavy ammo synths, your 3 coins, your glass needles. Like I said every week, pick up your heavy ammo synths if you want to rank up your factions. I mean, considering you get 10 for 10 packs for 3 strange coins, it's not a bad deal. And obviously, you'll rank up quicker to get your exotic for your faction if you wish to complete your exotic library. And then after that, we have the material exchange, shards, and motes of light. So I have way too many shards currently. I don't need any more. Motes of light, I get them so quickly now. But yeah, in terms of good stuff this week from Zur, obviously VOIDFANG Vestments if you haven't got them, especially with this roll, it's not a bad one. It's got special, what else has it got? It's got hand cannon and fusion rifle ammo. That's not too bad. I know fusion rifle was one of the weekly bounties from the quartermaster today for this week even, I should say. So definitely pick them up and give them a go. But yeah, this is what Zur has for this week. Oh, look at him, look at him. Just up in that Guardian's face. Is that buy something, you fool? Buy something. Actually, that time doesn't look that bad in the white. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, so this is what Zur has for this week. It's alright in terms of stuff to buy. Obviously, the only one downside is the Don't Touch Me. You bought the Don't Touch Me? Oh, yeah, well, you would. You probably haven't got it. But, yeah, the Don't Touch Me's are the only bad thing this week in terms of roll, and the fact it's essentially a useless exotic. But, anyway, that was that. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Don't forget, VOG is the raid of the week with the challenge mode, so grab your Fate Bringers. Ta-da! Grab all the goodness that we missed from year one. I'm probably going to try and run again to get better rolled armor and stuff. But yeah, hope everyone has a great weekend. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.